Hey, are you thinking about moving to Chesterfield, Virginia? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about this area called Meadowville Landing, so let's go. Hey, if this is your first time to my channel, stop what you're doing, hit that bell button and like the video so I can alert you with more videos like this in the future. Today we're going to talk about Meadowville Landing. Hands down, I think this is one of the best neighborhoods when it comes to Chester, Virginia. Now, Chesterfield is huge. We're not in South Chesterfield. We're not in North Chesterfield. We're not up in Midlothian or Mosley area. We're on the east end of Chesterfield, and that's what I want to talk about today because this is a very nice, popular area, nice neighborhood when it comes to location. It's a big area, so that's what I want to get into, and I'm going to break down the different locations that's right here in Meadowville Landing. The cool part about this place is it's off of 295. If you go 295 north, you're right in, you can head right to downtown Richmond. 295 north, get off on Route 5, and boom, it'll take you right downtown Richmond. They also have some nice bike trails that way too as well. And if you go 295 south, then you're right there in Hopewell, which can connect you to, it's cold out here, I'm sorry. Hey, sorry for my eyes watering. It is cold out here today, to me. Sometimes when people come from upstate New York or some of these cold places, they say this is not cold. Well, I'm from Virginia, it's cold to me. And Virginia weather is tricky. I like to bring that up because if it snows here, they're gonna shut down everything. Your schools are gonna be delayed or canceled. Your job will tell you, hey, come into work late because we just don't have the equipment like they have in certain areas. So when it snows here, it's like a holiday. Everything shuts down. And then if you don't have allergies, don't be surprised if you move to the area and all of a sudden you get the sneezing and coughing, it's allergies. People said I never had allergies until I moved to Virginia. So we do have the nice 4 seasons, but I always like to tell people about the weather. So I'm sorry if my eyes keep watering in this wind because it's a little chilly out here. But like I said, we're gonna rock these videos out. Another thing I wanna talk about is what's around here. It's not a lot of restaurants, so to speak, around here. You have a nice Italian restaurant called Caesars. Around the street, you got a nice Mexican restaurant called Jalapenos. So it's different restaurants. It's a Chinese restaurant. You have a Food Lion that's over here. And that's the only grocery store over here, is that Food Lion. I wish they would put another grocery store somewhere in this Enon area. FYI, even though it's Chester, Virginia, but they call this section Enon, Virginia. Enon area, okay? You're gonna hear that, like one of the elementary schools is Enon. Okay, let's talk about that while we're on there. Elementary school. Enon Elementary School is rated as a B. Now, it's not according to what I'm saying. I always go to niche.com. If you see my videos, that's what I like to go to and reference is niche.com. Niche.com gives Enon Elementary School a B. Then you have Elizabeth Davis, which is the middle school. They give that a C+. I was kind of surprised it's a C+. I thought it'd be a little bit higher, but then for the high school, it is Thomasdale High School. Now, Thomasdale is rated as a B. Most of your schools in Chesterfield is rated in that A-B area. That's what attracts a lot of people to the outskirts of Chesterfield. Once again, it's a big area. You have several different neighborhoods to choose from, guys. Several different schools in the area. It's 11 different high schools. All of the high schools are ranked at least an A or B except for one. So check it out. Do your due diligence to figure out what school fits for you and your child. But I'm going to focus on Meadowville Landing today, its location, and let's get into the neighborhood to see what it's about. Okay, now let's briefly talk about the price points in this area. If you start on this side where Mount Blanco is at, and that can be in the mid $400,000 range, all the way over to waterfront property, it's $1 million plus. So it gives you different variety, different price points in this area. Now, the villages, you can be in that mid 500,000 range plus to 600,000-700,000, depending on the size of the place. Then on the state side, it fluctuates. It really does. You can find a home over here, 700,000. Had the privilege of selling a family a $700,000 home. And then right over here is a $700,000 home plus. So the state side can be a little tricky, but it's usually your higher end. But some of your newer homes still going to range in that $500,000 plus when it comes to your Main Street, Eastwood, H.H. Hunt when they was building over here, and as well as your Ryan homes. But that'll give you a general idea. But what we're going to do, we're going to explore a little bit, because they're still building in Twin Rivers. Twin Rivers, we were talking about that one level living. They are still building over there. I want you guys to understand what's over there as well. And feel free to reach out to me at any time, any questions that you have about Meadowville Landing or the surrounding area. But let's go explore a little bit. Okay, as you can see, the house behind me, they are building. Sometimes you can find a lot that's in the neighborhood where you can build your custom built home, however you like it. And then if you can check out the pier that's behind me, which is awesome, it's for the residents. Okay, they even have a sign out front saying residents only. You have to show your ID with the address of Meadowville Landing. But a nice feature, it's not too far from the clubhouse on the pool section. So if you want to enjoy the pier, it's right here in the neighborhood. Now this street right here is called Riverboat Drive. This is a popular street because the water is right behind the homes, but it's a very nice street. At one time they had this whole street blocked off for Main Street, Eastwood, different builders highlighting this area because it's a very nice street. Definitely if you're thinking about the waterfront property, and it's nice to stay up on what's going on in the market in a neighborhood like this because they're not building too many homes now. There's not too many lots left. But if something hits the market, that's why you want to reach out to me. Hey, Chris, I love that Riverboat Street, Riverboat Drive, because I want a house that's on the water, a newer home. This is a great option when you're talking about the east end of Chester. Okay, so now we're in Twin Rivers. This is the area I was talking about where there's that one level living, where your owner suite is downstairs. And sometimes you can find a home that has the bonus rooms or different bedrooms upstairs. Just FYI, there are plenty of lots to build on. There are two builders over here, H.H. Hunt and Eastwood. Like this is an H.H. Hunt home right behind me. And if you let me know that you're looking in this area, the cool thing about here is sometimes you can find a spec home. Now a spec home is a house that the builder has built but does not have a buyer yet, or the deal could have fell through, either one, unfortunately for that buyer. But if you look in this area and you're thinking about it, and sometimes they have some used homes that's on the other side that's for sale, that's gently used, might have been, 2021 when the home was built. I'm sorry, it's getting chillier out here, but we can still rock with these videos. But this is Twin Rivers. Just in case you're interested, give me a call so I can look into details for this area. They have two model homes that you can check out, Eastwood and H.H. Hunt. Okay, now we're on Mount Blanco side, and they have an area where you can take in your small boat or your canoe to get onto the James River. Like I was bringing out earlier, it's four parts to this neighborhood. You have the estate side, you have the villages, you have Twin Rivers, and there we at Mount Blanco. Nice sized neighborhood, several choices, different price points. I would love to help you make that move to Meadowville Landing or any neighborhood that's around here really, but we're focusing in on Meadowville Landing. I don't care if you're thinking about moving next week, next month, or next year. Please reach out to me because my team and I would love to help you make that smooth move to Chester, Virginia.